Amy, not the Keto Queen. It's Monday. I'm home from work. I'm excited to get dinner on the show, or get the show on the road, I should say. I hope you guys have had a great weekend and are ready to start a brand new week. As you come on, let me know where you're watching from and what you're doing for dinner tonight that's low carb or keto friendly. Right now, I've got a skillet full of ground beef. My husband loves his meat, so I got about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. Let me go ahead and drain it out. Get that grease out of my skillet. Let me know where you're watching from and what you're doing for dinner tonight. I'll drain that ground beef over here. All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, Selena. I see Debbie on here. Susan, watching from Florida. Hey, Johnny and Letha. Let's see, Caroline is watching from South Carolina. That's awesome. Let's see, Selena's from Texas. Susan's doing pork chops with squash and onions. That sounds great. Hey, Debbie, she's doing some roast and green beans. Guys, that sounds so good. You're doing so great. As you come on, let me know where you're watching from and what you're doing for dinner tonight. I love Mexican food. If everybody loves Mexican food, give me some hearts. We love Mexican. I can't believe, since my kitchen has become available, that I have not cooked taco salads. You guys know me, I love my taco salads, and it's been a long time since we had any. Tonight we're doing a Tex-Mex dish, and I did this a couple of weeks ago, following the recipe which called for chicken. So tonight we're gonna switch it up just a little bit and cook this with ground beef. So super excited. Right now I have sauteed peppers. So I've got a bell pepper, a green bell pepper, and a red bell pepper. I cut up a small onion. I'm fixing to add in some garlic because I did not put garlic in there. Hello, gotta have garlic in a Tex-Mex, so we're gonna add some garlic. I'm gonna cook this for a few more minutes. I got some olive oil, and we just sauteed the vegetables. You know me, I love my garlic. I also seasoned the vegetables with a little cumin powder and salt and pepper. Let me put this back on the heat. I'm gonna get that that garlic in there. Yeah, I see all them hearts. Everybody loves Mexican. I love Mexican food. Hey, Judy, how are you? So guys, this is super, super easy, and it was delicious when I cooked it a couple of weeks ago with chicken. So tonight we're gonna try it out with ground beef. So I don't know about you, but when I find a recipe I like, I will try it a second time and change things up just to see if you can make really 2 different dishes out of the same recipe. Chicken and ground beef taste completely different, so this should taste different. Mary says, hey, sweetie. Oh my goodness, Debbie's husband will not eat peppers. Oh my goodness, let me tell you, my kids used to not eat nothing. And then finally, they've grown up a little bit and they'll try new things. My daughter, she loves peppers now. My son does not love peppers, but he'll eat the Philly cheesesteak. So when I make a Philly cheesesteak skillet, he loves that. But he is not really a big pepper fan either. All right, so I have got my skillet of peppers and onions. Look how pretty it is. I love color. So we did a red bell pepper, a green bell pepper. You can do whatever kind you want. We did some garlic and an onion and olive oil. We just sauteed those vegetables. And then I've got some ground beef cooked up over here. I'm going to add a can of diced tomatoes. And I think this would be super yummy if you just added like salsa if you don't like big tomatoes. But we're going to do this. We're going to add some diced tomatoes. We're going to add our ground beef in here. Just drained of grease. Now I'm using 1.5 pounds because my husband loves his meat. He'd probably rather have 2 pounds in there. He can eat a whole pound of ground beef every night by himself. I'm going to stir this up really good. And we're going to add our last ingredient, which is another beautiful colored vegetable, and that is zucchini. So I diced up my zucchini. I cut it in my little moons. So basically the same thing I do my zucchini ziti. We're just going to throw it in the skillet. We got a big full skillet here. Ooh, almost messed up. So now we are going to add all of our vegetables together without making a mess. Go ahead a little bit. I'll let you have that zucchini if you want it. Go ahead, little bitty. He loves vegetables. That dog loves anything. I know he's not supposed to eat human food, but if I drop it on the floor and he gets it, go for it. All right, so we're going to add the zucchini. This is the last vegetable. And we're going to stir this up really good. I'm going to season it with some of my Flavor Gods Taco Tuesday night. If you don't have Flavor Gods, you can use any kind of taco seasoning you like. If you have some homemade taco seasoning or a taco seasoning packet, just be aware there are carbs in that. And then you can also use cumin and paprika or cumin and chili powder. All those things would be really good. Ooh, man, this looks so pretty. So I'm going to stir all this up real good. We're going to add in our taco seasonings. You can add some garlic powder at this point. You can add onion powder. I would probably stay away from the onion powder, honestly. Garlic powder, that would be delicious. We're just going to stir this up really good. I'm going to turn this eye back on medium heat to get it cooking, and then I'm going to turn it on simmer and cover this. Let me add some taco seasoning. It smells good. What are you guys doing for dinner tonight that's low carb or keto friendly? I hope you're having a great week already. It's a Monday, the start to a brand new week. And guys, I just have to say, I think I've got like a split personality. Can I say that publicly? I have been so excited to get the week started. But I'll tell you what, on my way home today, I was in the car thinking, man, this is just like an uneventful, blah, dark Monday. Like, it's been cloudy, and it looks like it's going to rain, and it's dark at 5 o'clock. I mean, I got in the car, and I'm thinking, I don't even want to go home and cook. Now, I don't even know if I want to do a live. But as crazy as that sounds, I get home and I start cooking, and I get up and get moving, and then I feel good. So I'm so glad you guys are here to encourage me, because I would not be talking on the phone if I didn't feel confident that you guys wanted to see what I was cooking. I didn't feel confident that you guys were here to see if I could answer any questions for you. Please, if you have any questions, put them in the comment. Does anybody else go through that like me, where you get up in the morning and you're like so excited to get the day started, and then by the end of the day you're like, oh, no, this has just not been the greatest day. I love Mondays. Mondays are usually my favorite day of the week, but man, it's just so dark and gloomy out there. Let's see what we got here. Caroline is making bacon wrapped chicken and potatoes with cheese, and I know not keto. Hey, that is perfectly fine, girlfriend. The bacon wrapped chicken sounds amazing. And if you decide to pass on the potatoes, just give them to your husband. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Nancy is watching. Carla, let's see. Sulima is doing pork chops and spinach over cauliflower rice. That sounds awesome. Susan is making some Mexican food. Oh, she's loving Mexican food. Absolutely. Sherry is making Texas taco salad. So what? Okay, Sherry, are you from Texas? I should remember. Sherry, I talk to you all the time. Or is it a Texas taco salad? Because if it's a Texas taco salad, I need to know what makes it a Texas taco salad. I love taco salads. Let's see what else I got on. Hey, Alex, Dove, I'll be seeing you tomorrow for Dove Family Date Night. Hey, Jennifer, I see Warren. Hey, Kelsey, how are you doing, girlfriend? I see Christy on here. Let's see, what are you guys doing for dinner tonight that's low carb or keto friendly? Mary says she loves peppers. I do too. Ooh, Debbie's got a zoodle attachment. I love the zoodle attachment for your KitchenAid. I love the zoodler. It is so awesome. Easy to clean. Let's see. I see a lot of friends. Pat is doing keto pizza on low carb tortillas. That sounds awesome. I thought you was from Texas, Sherry, so forgive me. Please forgive me. Let's see. John Tyler. Hey, John Tyler. Jennifer, tell John Tyler I said hello, and tell him that he better be nice to my baby boy. All right, I see Julie. All right, guys. So I do have this on medium-high heat. Let me show you what this skillet looks like. I mean, come on. This looks amazing. It's beautiful. It's got all these beautiful colors in it. The most awesome vegetables, which I'm going to go over again with you in just a few minutes. I need to turn it up a little bit so I can get this thing cooking. We're going to get it bubbling. And there's not a lot of juice in here, okay? So we've got some olive oil that we sauteed our onions and peppers and garlic in. And then we added the ground beef that I already cooked. Then we added some taco seasoning, some cumin powder, salt. We added a diced can of tomatoes and then our zucchini. So I need to get it bubbling for a second, and then we're going to cover it. And then after it gets cooked for about 10 minutes or so, you want that zucchini as soft as you like it. I like mine soft but not mushy. Then we're going to cover it up with some Monterey Jack cheese. Let that cheese melt over the top of this. Ooh, it is so good. And then we're going to add some green onion and cilantro. Whew, man, Tex-Mex Monday. Let's see. Sherry says the recipe sounds great. Hey, Pam. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Nancy is making roadkill, like Texas Roadhouse version. Grilled asparagus and mashed cauliflower. That sounds awesome, Nancy. Janet's doing steak and cheese stuffed peppers. Yay! Hey, at least we both have peppers tonight, Janet. Oh, my husband's talking to his mom on the phone. I don't want to interrupt their conversation. They are so close. I love it. Does anybody else have a husband who is very close to their mother? I love that. I love that my husband gets to aggravate the crap out of her like he does me. But I love that they have such a great relationship. I hope as my son grows older that he'll keep a close relationship with me, not his mom. But I love men who have relationships with their family members. So let me know if you got an awesome hubby like that. We're adding some more taco seasoning in here because to me, there's not too much seasoning. There's no such thing as too much seasoning. A little bit more salt. We're just stirring this around and I'm trying to get it hot. I swear, y'all, I don't know if I'm ever going to learn this appliance. It's beautiful. And it cooks really good if I can get it to be hot when I want it hot and cold when I want it to be cold. Let me know if you guys have any questions for me tonight. This low carb or keto friendly, anything that has to do with keto or low carb dieting. I do have a question for you guys, and that question is, what do you do to crave, or to, I'm sorry, what do you do to kick cravings? Do you have a secret to kicking cravings? Because when you first start keto, you do still crave food. Like you still crave sweets and you still crave, trying to turn that up. You still crave sweets, you still crave pastas and breads and potatoes, all those things. So what do you guys do in the interim of starting keto or low carb to keep yourself from wanting those foods? You have to have some kind of trick. I'm curious what y'all's trick is. If you've been keto for a long time like me, you don't necessarily crave food, hardly ever, but if you take that trip down cheat lane and you decide to have some ice cream or you decide to have something that you normally wouldn't eat, sometimes I can trigger cravings again. Sometimes I can make you think, oh, well, I did it today, so I mean, it won't hurt to pick it up Wednesday too, just twice a week's not going to kill me. And you can see yourself spiraling down the old path of habit eating, or craving food and you giving in. So I'm curious what your tricks are. Do you guys have tricks to keep you from craving those food? Annie says she tried that gravy I made yesterday over tenderloin tonight. It was wonderful. That sounds wonderful. I honestly think that sauce could be used on all kinds of food, and I will be using it a lot. I even thought it would be really good, instead of using beef broth, use chicken broth, or not even use broth. Just make it the way without any broth and put it over broccoli. Woo! And add some pepper flakes. Oh man, that sounds so good. Teresa is eating Cool Whip. So I love food. That doesn't mean that I'm hungry for food all the time. So you can see what I'm talking about when we say habit eating. It's easy to walk in the kitchen and see some keto-friendly food in your refrigerator and think, oh, well, I'll eat this. It's okay, it's keto. But are you hungry? It makes a difference when you're eating. If you're just eating out of habit like you've always done your whole life, it doesn't matter if it's keto-friendly foods or not. You're still going to put on inches. You're still going to put on pounds. So we have to break the cycle of habit eating. We have to break the cycle of craving foods. And one of the most awesome things in that aspect is keto. Once you make that switch and you decide to give yourself 4 weeks, I'm saying 4 weeks because 4 weeks for me and most of all my friends is the magic number. Now, you might see success before 4 weeks, but if you will give yourself a 4-week commitment to your health, to yourself, and try keto, within those 4 weeks or sooner, you are going to stop craving food. I'm not kidding, guys. It's for real. Like, you will stop thinking about the ice cream. You will stop thinking about the Reese's peanut butter cups. You will stop thinking about the potatoes. Give yourself 4 weeks. And you will be amazed at how completely different your palate is, how completely different your mind is, how completely different your energy levels are. So I'm curious what y'all's tricks are. How do you do it? I can tell you a couple of tricks of mine, and one of them is a product, and the other one is not a product. So if any of my friends on here right now are drinking Keto Nat, in the comments, let me know your favorite flavor. Keto Nat. Keto Nat is an amazing product. Absolutely love it. I've been drinking it since August of 2018. Let me show you one. I'm going to show you 2 of my tricks. One is a product, one is food. Hang on one second, we'll grab one. Okay. So Keto Nat is an awesome supplement. It is not required for success, but it is truly amazing. If you're drinking it now, I'm curious what your favorite flavor is. Put it in the comment. If you're not drinking it, this is one of my secrets to completely keep myself on track, to make my lifestyle so much easier, to definitely get me over the hump if I have made a bad choice and have now started thinking about that darn ice cream. Whether it's Rebel ice cream, whether it's Halo ice cream, whether it's Bunny Bell, you still are thinking about ice cream. This, this product 100% gives me tons of appetite control, focus, energy, complete transformation of my body and mind. I love it. Laurie's favorite is strawberry peach. My mom loves it. This is our best seller. It's raspberry lemonade. My mom loves it. I personally love Splash, and I love the new blueberry, but I like all the drinks. Susan says, when do I drink it? For me, Susan, myself, I drink mine in the morning. I drink mine in the morning when I get to work and really get started, because it gives me so much focus for work. And then I'm 100% not craving food. I can go literally all day without eating with one of these packets. And I can tell you, I've been drinking them since August of 2018, so that's how freaking powerful they are. They work the same today as they did in 2018. So they're that awesome. Let me cover this up real quick. Now, if you don't want to use products, you 100% do not have to use products. This is just a hack of mine. I love these drinks. The only reason I talk about them is because I use them every day. I use them, my mom uses them, my husband uses them, my granny loves them. I've got tons of friends who love them. They truly are awesome. Now, if you do not want to use products, you still have to have a secret. What are you guys doing to kick the cravings? What are you doing to not want food all day? Until you really get good and fat adapted, which we will talk about a little more in another day, until you really get there where you can actually have some extra of something and not crave food, you have to be pretty strict on yourself. 4 weeks. Give yourself 4 weeks. And in those 4 weeks, you're going to see things completely change, which include craving of food. But in the meantime, what are you doing? So let's see. Sharon says she needs to order more. Sharon, what's your favorite flavor? I'm curious what your favorite flavor is. Sherry says hers is lime time. Hey, Jonna, how are you? Okay, so 2 hacks. Number 1, Keto Nat. I love it. I personally love it. Have a lot of friends who do. If you're drinking them, let me know what your favorite flavor is in the comments. The second thing I would recommend, if you do not want to use products, which is not required, what do you need to do? I'm going to tell you a second hint. What you want to do is make sure that in the daytime, when you find that first ounce of craving, when you find that you're feeling hungry, it is very important to pick the right food to start your day. I start my day with Keto Nat completely energized, completely full. I don't need any food. If you need food because you don't have that awesome product or you don't want to purchase products, which is fine, then you need to pick the right food. So let me help you with that. It's very, very important that in the morning you not only have a good breakfast, but you have the right options. So it doesn't matter if you eat or if you fast. Starting the day is what makes all the difference for the rest of the 24 hours. So in the mornings, I recommend Keto Nat or a good fat 100% low carb or 0 carb start. Okay, get this, y'all. Make sure you listen. A lot of people will drink fat coffee first thing in the morning, which is nothing wrong with that. But if you drink a fat coffee or a keto coffee or a bulletproof coffee, whatever you call it, if you drink the fat coffee, the keto coffee, the bulletproof coffee, if you drink that and you're doing it correctly, that is the start of your day. That is your first meal. That is not a drink that you add on to some eggs and bacon. That is your meal. And the reason fat coffee is good to start your day is because that fat actually fills you up. If you're drinking fat coffee and you are hungry after you're done, then you're not doing it right. If you're drinking fat coffee and you feel like you need to eat lunch within a few hours, you're not doing it right. The fat coffee has a purpose. It actually is giving you healthy fat so that your body is full. If your body is full, you're not hungry, you're not craving food. Now, if you don't like fat coffee, which is perfectly great, I used to drink it a long time ago, but then I realized I was really putting a lot of calories into my body and I was trying to maintain weight, so it wasn't good for me to have it all the time. I backed off. Plus, I wasn't craving food, so there really wasn't a whole lot of purpose for my first thing morning fat coffee. If I had fat coffee, it was usually later in the day when I actually did get hungry. So it may have been 12 or 1 o'clock, and then I would have my fat coffee, and then I wouldn't eat until dinner time. But the point I'm trying to make is your first meal, whatever that is, if you're not going to fast.
The point is it done?
It's not done. So the first meal, my point is, make sure it's got a good healthy fat and 0 to very low carb. So that might be for you a good scrambled egg, a good omelet with some healthy fat, like real butter or heavy cream whipped up in them eggs. Woo, it's good. It fills you up. Yes, it has a lot of calories, so you have to watch that calorie intake as well, but really we're focusing on carbs. But if you're eating those eggs with healthy fat, then that will fill you up, and you shouldn't be hungry. And if that doesn't work for you, then find the next item that you like to eat that has good healthy fats, because the purpose of the healthy fats is to keep you full. Keto is not about just eating fats. I mean, there's a purpose to everything we put in our body. There's a purpose to every decision we make, whether we're a keto dieter or a low-fat dieter or a potato dieter. I mean, whatever diet you're on, there's a purpose to every single decision. And with keto, that fat has a major purpose, and the purpose is to fill us up. Shelly's doing tortilla pizzas. That sounds awesome. Hey, Pippa. Hey, Danielle, Christy. All right, guys. Sharon's favorite flavor is the raspberry lemonade. So let me know if you have any questions right now about fat, about the keto nat drinks, about keto. Hey, Rachel, how are you? I want to make sure I answer any questions you guys have. I love this lifestyle. I know y'all hear that all the time, but it's for real. It's for real. My husband's got a snack over here crunching behind my ear, and I have not eaten a single thing all day long. So I think I'm going to take one, if he'll share. We're making Monday night Tex-Mex. Ricky's got some pork rinds. I'm going to steal one. Janet's favorite is raspberry lemonade too. Yay! Hey, Jenny. All right, so what questions you guys have about fat? We're really talking about fat tonight and the purpose of our healthy fats. What are healthy fats? That's a question I get all the time. Healthy fats are not something you're buying in the grocery store just to nibble on. To me, and this is just me, I've been doing this for so long and learning so much from other people. For me, healthy fats is what makes your food taste good. So real butter, avocado oil, olive oil, lard. When I say lard, I'm not talking about a big Crisco bottle. I'm talking about, let me show you one. Let's see, I got one. Let me find it. Pure tallow. Okay? These are things that make your food taste delicious. It's good, healthy fats with 0 carbs. Let me put this back up. But it basically is anything you're cooking with to make your food taste good. That's what a good healthy fat for keto is. It's not you just wrapping up pepperonis around cheese and eating it all day. Yes, pepperonis are fat, but I mean, it also has a lot of packaged processed things in it because pepperonis are packaged and processed. So healthy fats are what you're eating that makes your food taste good. Again, butter, heavy cream. Yes, cheese can be considered, even though cheese has some carbs, and some people are lactose intolerant, so I really kind of leave that off the list. But avocado oil, olive oil, all those great things. Teresa says she wants to order some nats. I'll call you. Awesome, Teresa. Okay, guys, any questions? Connie says, I usually am not hungry throughout the day, so I don't eat until dinner. That is awesome, and it's perfectly okay to do. So, Connie, this is the thing. In our past life, I know in mine, I was always told that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. If I didn't eat breakfast, I wasn't going to be strong and healthy. I've been told in the past that eating every 2 hours is the best thing for metabolism. Let me tell you guys, there is so much research out there, and that information is just not correct. Now, all of us are different. I'm not going to say that you shouldn't eat every 2 hours. I'm not going to say that you need to eat breakfast every day, because all of us are different and our bodies are different. However, I can tell you that you're not going to die if you skip a meal. You actually will be very blessed for skipping a meal. Your waistline will love you. Your butt will love you. Your gut will love you. You know your body actually deserves a time to rest. Like, how are we going to digest if we're always stuffing our mouth? You have to have time to rest. So fasting is a great thing. I personally don't eat until I'm hungry. Unless I'm on a vacation or we're all together having a party, then I might snack on keto-friendly snacks. But even then, that is very few and far between. Majority of the time, I'm fasting or eating when I'm hungry. So please, please, make sure you understand that. Just because you're keto doesn't mean you have to stuff your face all day. A lot of people have those apps on their phone, which I used one in the beginning, just to kind of get myself started and get used to picking out the right foods. So I was tracking all my carbs with Carb Manager, which is an awesome app. I love it. I got tired of logging all my food after a certain amount of time, but My point in this is people use these apps, and at the end of the day it says, oh, you've eaten too much protein. Well, okay. And then it'll say, oh my gosh, you didn't get all your fats in. And I've had friends send me messages at 9 o'clock at night saying, oh my gosh, my app says I haven't gotten enough fat. What do I do? And my first question is, are you hungry? Because if you're not hungry, I don't care what your app says, don't eat. We don't need to eat just to eat. We don't need to eat so our little pie on our apps are perfect. What we need to do is eat when we're hungry and focus on carbs. If you're looking at your carb count, that's really all you're required to track for a great keto lifestyle. Besides that, all the rest of it's too hard to keep up with. You can't keep up with calories, fat, protein, carbs. I mean, that's really, really hard. And who's going to log everything you eat for the rest of your life? Not me. So you have to be careful with how you start this off and then how you're going to maintain it. Now, when I first started keto back in 2018, I did track everything I ate. But I am a very, very matter-of-fact kind of person when it comes to goals. So like I was very serious about it. I 100% said I was going to start on a Wednesday, and Tuesday night I threw out everything in my house. Like I started that Wednesday, I didn't wait till Monday. But that's just who I am, my personality. So in the beginning I tracked everything. And it worked, you know, it really did. But it got old really fast, and as soon as I stopped tracking everything, I could see that I was kind of pushing back a little bit. So then I decided, you know what, I'm not going to track all this stuff. I'm going to track my carbs, and I'm going to see what happens. And I just listened to people online about all the things they've learned in the last 2 or 3 years, and I just kind of transitioned into tracking carbs only. And I have lived the most awesome, easy, maintaining way of keto ever, and I do not have to log everything I have. Hey Deborah, I see Brandy. Hey girl, hey Linda, how are you guys doing? So let me show you this skillet. We're making Tex-Mex. I just added a little bit more taco seasoning because I love seasonings. We're just about done. All these vegetables are soft. I've been talking to you guys too long, so my zucchini may be too soft for me. So we're going to turn this down. My husband's going to break my plates over here. He's helping me. So we're gonna turn this on very low heat. And what I'm gonna do, because I love cheese, you don't have to add any cheese at all, but I'm gonna add some Monterey Jack cheese to the skillet, and we're going to let this simmer. The cheese is gonna melt really good, and then all I'm gonna do is add some cilantro and fresh chives after my cheese melts. So see, now I can get this thing turned down. It's either very high or very low. All right, any questions, guys? Before I get off here, let me know if you have any questions that have to do with healthy fats, with fasting, with keto nat, whatever. Whatever questions you have, I'm here to help you. I have a lot of friends who 100% watch their diet. That's all they do. I have friends who diet and exercise. I have friends that drink keto nat and don't watch their diet at all. And they all are successful because we're all different. So let me know what questions you have about any of those things. I'm going to cover this up and let the cheese melt. And now I've got some cilantro. Thank you, Brandy. I love my kitchen. It's a little dirty right now. It's a little dirty, or I'd show you around. It actually really is dirty because I've been cutting all kinds of crap up in here. All right, guys. I don't see any questions coming. Hey, Kristen. So go back, watch the front of the video. If you have any questions after watching, just send them to me personally. I'm here to help all you guys any way I can. And I hope you have an awesome night. Bye.